Okay, here's a really easy way to make peanut brittle in the microwave. I'm going to get 1 cup of sugar, 1 cup of peanuts, half a cup of corn syrup. I use a butter knife to stir, and I use a bowl that has a handle because it's really gets super hot, and this way the handle never gets hot. So you go ahead and stir it and put it in your microwave for 8 minutes, but every 2 minutes you take it out and stir it. In the last 2 minutes you're going to put a teaspoon of butter, a teaspoon of vanilla. You put it in for 2 minutes, then you pull it out and put a teaspoon of baking soda, stir it to a foam, and pour it all over your pan and spread it out. Let it cool, and you have some really good peanut brittle. This does get super hot, so you got to be careful. Like I say, the handle really makes a difference. Started on the 8 minutes, and then keep an eye on it. So at 6 minutes, 4 minutes, and 2 minutes, you're going to turn it out, pull it out, and stir it. I use a butter knife instead of a spoon, because a spoon, there's a lot of surface and then you have to scrape it all off, and this, you don't have nothing to scrape off, just on the end of the bowl, real easy. So it's nice. I've been making this for a lot of years. Then I do my fudge in there too, with just 1 12-ounce pack of chocolate morsels, semi-sweet, and 1 whole can of sweetened condensed milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. You just put that in the microwave for 4 minutes, pull it out and stir it real good. If it's smooth, it's ready for walnuts. If it needs another minute, put it in, stir it real good, then you pull it out and put your half a cup to a cup of walnuts, pecans, whatever you like to put in. Then you just pour it onto, I put it on aluminum foil and let it cool. That way I don't even have to mess with the pan. Then I cut it up when it's cool. If I want to do a speedy cooling, I go ahead and put them out on the patio because it's always cold out in December. But I'm about ready to do my first stir over here. This is so much quicker than doing it on the stove. On the stove, you have to keep an eye on it so it doesn't scorch. You have to keep thermometer in it. It has to reach a certain temperature with the thermometer, soft bowl and hard bowl and craft. By that time, it could be, I don't know, it could be 20, 25 minutes. By the time you're all done, maybe 30. Or more sometimes. Just depends. And also when you're doing candy or baking, if it's humidity makes a big difference. If it's wet out, sometimes your candy comes out sticky. So you need a little bit more time in your microwave or your oven to take out that extra. Seems like it stays with more wet, the wet ingredients come out. So we'll give it 2 more minutes and then we'll stir it again. Christmas just seemed to really sneak up on me this time. I had a bad pulled back for the past week and a half, almost 2 weeks, and had to go to the chiropractor. It was already healing a little bit by the time I went to the chiropractor, though. He popped my back and it really helped. But I had to get on the floor at the house and exercising, pulling, trying to get it back in order. So I haven't done too much in the past week and a half. As soon as that hits 4 minutes, then I'll go and stir it again. Put it in for the last 2 minutes, and then I'll put a teaspoon of butter and a teaspoon of vanilla. You can even put a tablespoon if you want. It tastes good anyway. There's 4 minutes. So now you stir that up. Super hot, so you have to be careful. So that's 4 minutes now. So the next 2 minutes is when I stop it next, and I'll put the butter and the vanilla, and then I'll put it back in for the last 2 minutes, and then I pull it out and put the baking soda, stir it up to that frothy stage, pour it on the pan, and just pull it apart. Flatten it up or pull it apart, whatever you like to do. I do it with 2 forks. So I don't buy too many gifts because everybody likes their own style, and I give money and gift cards. So if I end up buying anything, they usually take it back anyway, so I just usually do gift cards and money unless they say a specific thing. So I don't do a lot of shopping anymore. I figure why go do all that shopping, and then if they return it all, you did all that running around for nothing. So there's my little stinker, has to go out and potty. Gotta go potty? Go potty. My little Layla, she rings her bell when she has to go out potty. So that's cute. And then she comes to the door and waits a little bit to come back in, and if you're not letting her in, then she'll bark once or twice. I'm just about ready to do my last stir here to put this in. Time for the butter and the vanilla. Okay, stir it, and I just put the butter in. And the vanilla. Stir it in. Very hot and steamy, so be careful. And that's it, the last 2 minutes. Then when you pull it out, you just do your baking soda, and it's done. Pour it on the pan and it's done. It's a real quick, easy way to do your peanut brittle. I got one batch done already, and this will be the last batch. Here's the other one. It already cooled and I gotta break it up. So just a few more seconds and then it'll be done. But yeah, we'll have to get, I don't know, maybe one more batch done, and that's enough for a lot of nice gifts. People love peanut brittle. I have to make cashew brittle for Isaac because he's allergic to peanuts. So I get cashew and make a few batches of that with one jar. About ready to do this now. And you gotta soak your bowl in super hot water, and after a couple minutes it's ready to use again. I buttered this pan with a brush so it could come off easy at the end. There goes Layla barking to come in. She's going to have to wait. There's my baking soda. And I'll stir it in. And it's real foamy. See, it's all foamy. It's all ready to come out of that pan. Pour it on there. Across the pan. And I put a little butter on my silicone spatula so that it don't stick to that. And it comes out real easy. Except for the last little, by the time you bring it to the last part, once it starts sticking on the end here, I butter that a little bit too. In the beginning. But yeah, that's real nice, and my water's super hot, so that's gonna soak. And I'll just pull my candy apart with 2 forks. Spread it out. And once you pull it apart, you turn the forks upside down and you can keep spreading it as thin as you like it. Or pulling it as thin as you like it. And my forks, I forgot, I put a little oil on them so that they don't stick. Hey, Layla. Right in front. Over the front. Then you like it. And it's so good after it cools just really quick. In maybe 20 minutes, you're ready to eat it. Or even quicker if you put it in the fridge or outside. So that's it. You're done with another batch. And it comes out really good. This here, and it's really yummy.